Welcome to Shovelware Diggers. Our dig team is currently excavating the Softkey Shareware 2000 Hit Games 2 CD collection. You can find a link in the video description containing the entire directory structure of this archive. It's week 99, and this is what our diggers have for us today. For more information on how to join the dig team, simply head on over to the Patreon page linked in the video description. Now without further ado, let's begin. First up, we have a team dig from Jacob Dimmick, aka Professor Renderer, and CatDog Joe, DOSGAMES /Arcade3 /XBALL. Okay, let's see what we got here. XBALL.com, .doc, and those are very small file sizes. This is only... okay, but this is like a 6 kilobyte game with 4 kilobytes of data and presumably 8 kilobytes of graphics. What is this even going to be with that kind of file size? Oh, text mode. Of course. Complete... well, there was an EGA file, though. I don't know. Complete each screen in XBALL, the player... or hang on. I just noticed here, it says copyright 1991, but copyright who? To complete each screen in XBALL, the ball must be guided so that it hits each pair of matching tiles. Once a tile is hit, it'll be highlighted, and when the tile matches, it is hit both tiles. Okay, so it's one of these style of games. I getcha. However, if an unmatching tile is hit first, then all the tiles will reappear. Oh. So it's a little different than I was expecting. The ball can be guided left and right, and also boosted with each press of the space bar. And you can also adjust the game speed with the number keys. So left shift, right shift, boost ball with spacebar. Okay. Oh, there's the EGA graphics. By Richard Wright. Select game speed. Well, even at a speed of 1, it is going way too fast. Let me slow the cycles down here. Okay, this time I chose a setting of 5, and I've got 300 cycles going. Okay, that seems like it's probably where it should be. So, okay, so I hit the space bar. Now it's going to boost up again. Oh wait, I got to boost it again. Whoops. Well, that's okay because we can just hit that one. And then like that. Okay, so this actually isn't so bad. Yet. Gotta wonder what the next levels are gonna be like. Although maybe it is supposed to go faster than this, but I tried to make it so that the timer was counting down as close to seconds as I could get it. I think it's actually going slower than seconds right now, but that's okay. Okay, first level clear. So yeah, this is a very basic game. The controls are a little wonky, but they're actually not that bad. You just push the key once and the ball goes flying in that direction. And then you push spacebar and it just makes the ball start going up again. Although I have noticed there doesn't seem to be a score counter. So it's almost like the game is mostly about the challenge and not necessarily getting a high score. Okay, and you can go through the ones that you've already hit, too. So yeah, this isn't so bad. I got a funny feeling maybe I do have it set too slow, but that's fine. Although, admittedly, the game doesn't seem to be much more than this, just hitting the blocks in whatever order. Like, I mean, it's not that it's bad or anything, it's just very basic. Like, I mean, what this game needs is, like, solid objects or things that would instantly kill you or something like that. Like, maybe some of that exists later in, but so far it's been very tame. Yeah, I also got a funny feeling it's actually starting to repeat now. So, I guess there's not much more to say about this one. If you enjoy XBALL, your support would be greatly appreciated. Become a fully registered user, simply send a check to PO for $4.99, so $5 to Richard Wright in... oh. That's not an American address, and that doesn't look like a Canadian address either. So it's probably like £4.99 or something like that then. So that's actually closer to $10. I don't know. The file dates are 1992, right? See the registered version of blocks containing 50 new levels, and also a disc containing registered versions of all... Oh, wait, registered versions? Oh. So, basically, your £5 registration fee got you 4 games. Interesting. Also, I thought we were playing XBALL, not blocks. What? Interesting. I don't... Maybe that was like some sort of canned text that he was putting at the end of stuff? Huh. But in any case, yeah, so it's £5 to register all 4 of those games. Actually, that's Galactics in there, isn't it? Arcade adventure game, find the objects need to repair. So, okay, so it's the Galactics game that was... Because I covered 2 Galactics games on Ancient DOS games. One of them was the space shooter type one, but that's referring to the other one. That was like the adventure where you had to find those items and everything. Okay, so it's actually this... Oh. There's actually 6 programs here you get, including an arcade puzzle game and a sound effects generator. That was weird. Hitting enter on that screen actually quit it out. So yeah, it's not a terrible game by any means, but it is very basic. Very rudimentary. Now, the guy wanted £5. The guy wanted £5. Can I stop hitting the wrong things? The guy wanted £5 for this. I would say £5 would be way too much for... Well, not way too much, but it would be too much for this if it was on its own. But the fact that he's giving away 6 registered programs for that price, all in one package... Depending on how good... Oh, all of them come back if you hit a wrong one. I did not realize that before. That suddenly makes the game a little more interesting. But still, getting 6 different registered programs for that price. Like, I mean, I know what Galactics is, what the Galactics game is like, because I've covered that on Ancient DOS games. So, if the quality of that game plus the quality of this game is any indication, I would say £5 for all of that is actually not that bad a deal. Next up, Lenoise dug up DOSGAMES / Arcade2 / Hovercraft. I think I actually know what this is going to be. Although, all we really have here is a hover.exe file. I think that checklist thing is like from some kind of scanning software or something. I don't think that has anything to do with the program, just got added in here for whatever reason. Anyways, Hover. That is a lot of graphics options. And you can also omit opening song by using a capital letter. Interesting. Also, I just noticed something. Take a look at the keys that you can use there. C counts for both Tandy 16 color, CGA color, and MCGA. Which basically tells me that there is no proper 16 color support for any of those drivers. Unless it's using like some strange 160 by 100 CGA thing. I don't think so, but we'll see in a second. Oh, it's HOVRCRFT by Richard Carr. We got a bunch of Richards today. July 16th, 1990. Yeah, this is actually... I think we've even seen this here on Shovelware Diggers once before. Although I'll cover it again if we have, just in case we haven't, because this is actually a fun game. It's something I've wanted to cover on Ancient DOS games, but I haven't gotten the full version yet. I'm not even sure if it's still possible to get the full version. But yeah, basically, it's kind of like a Robotron type game. So you've got a hovercraft that you can move in various directions. You can also fire constantly in various directions, and you're basically trying to destroy some missile launchers. So yeah, we've got the movement keys right there, and we've got the shooting keys. And yes, you can hold down the keys at the same time. So, let's go. Using a joystick? Nope. Oh, there's that opening music. Okay, let's do this. So yeah, these walls actually have a lot of health to them too, which doesn't help. Okay, so there goes the first missile launcher. And you do actually want to keep some distance, because they... Whoop. Because they do have a blast radius when they explode, so you don't want to be right up next to them. So I think there were 3 missile launchers to deal with, according to the options anyways. Yep, there's the other one. There we go. So you get a sort of score sheet at the end. So this isn't exactly the game I thought it was. This is actually the predecessor to the game I was thinking of, because I think the game I was thinking of was called Islands of Danger. It's basically the exact same game, but with a proper level structure to it, whereas this is just sort of a customizable thing for... Yeah, because you basically just customize all the settings of the map and everything. So yeah, that was HOVRCRFT. I'm trying to remember if there was actually registration for this. Well, I guess it would be on the menu, wouldn't it? Yeah, so he's basically asking for $12.95 plus 2 shipping to purchase this, to register this game. So there we go. I was having trouble thinking over that music. So yeah, this is definitely the start of something for sure. Because, as I said, Islands of Danger is proper level structure and everything. This is sort of like the framework of that. So, I would say seek out the Isle, or is it Isle of Danger? Oh geez, now I'm confused. Islands or Isle? I'm going to quickly look this up, because this is bothering me now. Yeah, it was Islands of Danger. And I'm looking up the screenshots now for it, and it is actually pretty much exactly the same game. But Islands of Danger actually does have different islands to go through and everything. So there's more of a point to it, like a proper level structure and everything. So yeah, I would say seek out Islands of Danger. It's also known as Rescue, but I got a funny feeling you'll have better luck searching for Islands of Danger. And yeah, other than that, not much more to say about this one. Not for now, anyways. And to finish things off today, Christopher Groff's dug up DOSGAMES /arcade/7 crates. Taking bets on if another Richard made this one. Crates D, we got a readme first, that's pretty sizable. And sprites. So given that fact that there's a sprites file, we can expect some graphics. Crates, copyright 1991, Summit Software. This looks totally unfamiliar to me. This might actually be somewhat interesting here. Help. Object of crates is to tidy up the disorganized rooms on each floor of a warehouse building. Accomplished by moving the crates into designated areas, which are represented by dots on the floor. It's basically Sokoban. Yeah. Cannot walk through walls or push more than one crate at a time. Most of all, you can't pull a crate out of a corner. It's the exact same rule set as Sokoban. So, and there's a lot of other names that style of gameplay's gone under. Or is it Sokoban? Sokoban? I don't know. In any case, it's the crate pushing thing that's been around for ages. Also a level editor. Okay, unfortunately, this is not another Richard. This time we got a Mark Batchelor. And this guy was in Ontario, Canada. So, and he was also asking $12 for this. Well, so far the graphics haven't been too bad. What are the game options? Music is not yet available, so something he had planned. Playing speed. And then edit levels is not in the Shareware version. Doesn't go anywhere if I push that, so play game. Speed's fine. So apparently we've got a par time. I got a funny feeling that's not gonna... I got a funny feeling I'm not gonna hit the par times on any of these. Well, it's actually a par step count from the looks of it. So yeah, we're over par. Oh well. So far this is playing a little atypical to a Sokoban game. Just a little. And what I mean by that is that typically when you play a Sokoban game, The first level is always like a really, really freaking basic level that you could get through with zero effort, just to help ease the player into the whole thing. Whereas here, the first level actually did have legitimate challenge to it. Not a lot, but it was definitely present. So this game's kind of designed with... Just from the nature of that, this game feels like it's designed specifically for people who want those kinds of games, not necessarily for people who aren't familiar with them. You know, I think I actually screwed myself, because there's no way to push down from here, and I don't have enough space to push elsewhere. So yeah, I think I screwed that up. How do I don't want to quit, I want to restart the level. Yes, there's a bunch of controls that aren't being referenced in the help screen. The help screen only shows you basic objective, as well as what you get for registering, and then the registration details. But apparently there's keys like F4, which bring up game stats. I can save the current game with F5, restore with F7, restart current room is F9. Okay. So it's kind of dumb that the controls aren't listed in the help. You'd think that would be kind of important, you know, so people know how to control the game? Maybe? I just accidentally pushed this one into the thing here, and now there's no way to get these out of the... Grr. So, truth be told, I'm not actually a huge fan of Sokoban. It's not that I can't play it, it's just I don't find it that fun. Just from the fact that there's not really much to it other than the basic gameplay that goes into it. Like, there are some games which try to extend upon that, like adding in different kinds of rules, different kinds of elements to contend with, and then it gets interesting for me. But when it's just the raw challenge of moving the boxes onto the appropriate spots on the field, that doesn't appeal to me as much. One left to go. Push it over again, and down. Oh, geez, it just keeps getting better. So, one thing I'm going to say about the level design right now is that it is definitely uninspired. See, here's the thing. When you're making a Sokoban game, one of the important aspects is making the level design in such a way that there's a challenge involved in which order you do things. So far, the challenge has more so been just making sure you don't... It's been the quantity of boxes. That's what I'm trying to get at, is that it's more so been about just sort of putting a whole bunch of boxes into play. Well, actually, I take that back, because I'm having trouble figuring out which box I can safely push right now. Okay, so I'm going to reserve that judgment I was talking about until the next level. No, so far so good. This is definitely a trickier level, because there's a lot more opportunities to mess yourself up. But at the same time, there's so many boxes to push around. And I'm a bit worried that that par time at the side actually has room for one more digit. You know, I wonder if those par times are legit or not, because I feel like I've been doing this pretty efficiently, and yet I'm already over par here. Okay. Yeah, I'm not taking it back anymore. This level design is more so about just slamming all kinds of boxes into those spots, and yeah. The wall layout is very basic. It really is... So far, the level design really is more about just making sure you push the boxes in the right order, as opposed to trying to deal with obstacles and everything. So, it's... like, maybe it gets better later in, but so far, not impressed by the level design. But anyways, that was... what was this thing again? Crates or something like that? Crates. That's all it was called. It's average. That's all I can say, really.